Education is elevation, and it's research over me search. The great Huey P. Newton always said that we should think globally and act locally. In this video, I'm getting you to think globally. I had the opportunity of having a conversation with someone by the name of Tamara about some things that's happening to her husband currently. He's being detained without any trial, without any conviction in Argentina via Russia. Very complicated story. A Russian married couple that were on their way trying to flee Putin and found themselves incarcerated with Argentina. They reached out to me trying to help proliferate, amplify Constantine's story, and I was interested off of what was going on because of the complexity of this story. Trigger warning, there will be a conversation about sexual violence and about, sexual assaults, especially involving what has happened with Constantine allegedly. Y'all know my motto is if some of us ain't free, none of us ain't free. And I think when it comes to speaking about gender violence, specifically when it comes to violence towards women, I have to always be very candid and always figure out what's going on, especially when it comes to having sensitivity and empathy about the conversation, but also speaking truth to power in it. It's gonna be a real crazy one, man. We're gonna just have us a conversation. I think that it's important that us as Americans really pay attention to how our tax dollars is being spent around the world, especially because we're told that we don't have a lot of resources here in America, but we have the money to lock up different individuals. Before I start asking her different questions, I seen this interview with Isaiah Martin. I know some people don't like him, some people care for him, but one of the Republicans was asking him, he said, why should America be giving out condoms? And what Isaiah broke down was that, we should care about the way that we travel and the way that things can impact us as Americans within the global community. I find it funny that the same Republicans that say that we shouldn't have our business all over the place, we shouldn't be spending money with USAID, we shouldn't be spending tax dollars to help the Africans or to help the Asians, feel like we have enough money to create entire facilities in Argentina. The same Argentina that we spend billions of dollars for that beef. Remember all the farmers was mad about the beef? Yeah, I'm gonna get into that later. But Tamara, thank you for being here. First, can you just tell the audience who you are and what happened to your husband?
Yes, I'm Tamara Rudneva. I'm a wife of Konstantin Rudnev, who now in the jail in Argentina, without any reason, without any accusation, without any guilty. And we arrived to Argentina to be a little bit far from Russia, because now Russia it's in the war and it's a very terrible situation, and a lot of people try to go out, and we are too. And also my husband, he's a dissident of Putin, and many years he was against of government and Russia, and we have a lot of problem there, and that's why we try to move to Argentina. Also, first we are going to Montenegro, after to Argentina, to find the place where we can take a rest, when my husband can make good his health, because he has a lot of problems with his health. And we find Argentina like a place what is very welcome for Russians and very beautiful, because my husband loved to walk, love nature. So we came here to Argentina, and now I'm in Argentina. But they Argentinian prosecutors arrest my husband without any reason, without any explanation, without any understanding of human rights or something, because it was so crazy. They arrest us in airport when we are moving inside of the country from one city to other one, and they arrest us Russian people, I think, in all the country, because they arrest, it was like, I don't know, Russian aggressive discrimination, because I was thinking maybe it's some problem between Russian and Argentina or something. I was thinking maybe Putin makes something wrong and to say something against of Argentina, what I don't know, because when I saw how they start to to arrest everybody in airport and others, and don't explain nothing. That was more crazy, that they are not explain us nothing what is going on. So there, and I ask, what's happened? Why you stop us? Why you don't give us to move? They put handcuff to my husband and move him somewhere. I ask, where is the Constantine? What's happened? What's going on? And no one don't explain nothing. And it was, they say, in Argentina it's okay, we can arrest you without any explanation. We will arrest you for 3 days to put you to the jail without any explanation, and we can don't give you lawyer. I say, it's crazy. Not any civilization country in the world, it's not possible to happen like this. How it's possible? Are you joking? Because I was thinking maybe it's something crazy happened. It's really look like we are like inside of some crazy movie. Like it's incredible. And they start to ask us to sign a document in Spanish, what we don't understand. My husband even don't talk any Spanish or English, just Russian. I speak English a little, so I try to talk to them in English. But some people also was near to me. They say, we will not sign nothing. We will not to put our fingerprints. We will not put our fingerprints. But anyway, they take the hands of people and do this with power, with force. And all of this was happening so crazy. And after they put me to the jail, other people, woman, I was with one old lady. She also was from Russia. And only in 3 days later, when we came to the court, and their judge explained and prosecutors explained that they arrest us because of this article, what is trata de persona. It's in Spanish, it's like human trafficking. But when I asked what is mean, they couldn't explain. They say, oh, this is article have a lot of meaning, and we can put wherever we want there inside. They really answer like this. It could be like human trafficking. It could be some human trafficking, like you sell people, maybe prostitution, maybe some cult or sect, maybe like this. So it's like very open article, so we can put there wherever we want. I say, really? Are you kidding me? How it's possible? And they put us to the jail for 3 days. After the court, it was audience with judge, they put us to the jail for 3 days more without any explanation. You know what explanation they give us? It's very complicated case. We don't understand a lot of things because you are in Russian. We take your phones and everything. It's very complicated, and it's really, you will laughing, but really they put us to the jail for 3 days more because the official reason was to give us chance to find the lawyer. And they put us to the jail for 3 days more because they need time to find a lawyer. We give them chance to find the lawyer, and we put them. I can send you a document. It's crazy, but it's true. This was reason what prosecutor asked. The prosecutor asked judge, okay, they need time to find the lawyer. Let's put them to the jail for 3 days more, and because they don't give us these 3 days chance to contact with any lawyer. And judge say, okay. Judge say, yes, okay, no problem. And ask others, and we have their public defenders. They give us public defenders who try to protect us, and public defenders what government give us because we don't have a chance to find our personal lawyer. The public defenders say, yes, we agree. They need time to find the lawyer. We agree to put them for the jail for 3 days more. So we was 1 week, all the Russian people, what they arrest in Buenos Aires, in Bariloche, and someone else, we was in the jail 1 week. And after this week, they decide to give freedom to me and others, but they put and they leave to the jail my husband, Konstantin Rudnev. And without any explanation, also they say, okay, it's complicated case, we need to research everything. And Konstantin have a big story in Russia that he was against of government, and he was in the jail there because in Russia it's very pressful government now, and political system and political situation, it's crazy. you cannot be against of, and you cannot to say nothing against of Putin. So, and my husband always say that, like 20 years, he is very brave man. And you have a very long story from Russia. They put from newspaper, headliners, the titles, and from newspaper. It was the proof in the card. Look, we have from newspaper a lot of articles. They use this like a proof from Montenegro, from Russia. That's why we think he needs to stay in the jail. Let's give him 60 days first, and after they give him more 90 days and more 19 days. Now he is already in the jail in Argentina more like 10 months without any accusation, without any proof, without any victim, without any nothing, without nothing. And I don't know what to do. For me, it's so crazy. And when I start to research situation, because I was thinking it will finish in next week, it will finish in a few days. Okay, they understand, they make mistake, and they give him freedom, because the story, it's really crazy. It's look like Argentinian soap opera. It's like a lot of things what is put it in one in one mixed things. I can explain you if you want, but the idea is they put him to the jail, and when I thinking, okay, it will finish, but it's not. They give him more. And after, when I start to research how it's happened in Argentina, and I understand that in this article Trata de Persona, they put people to the jail before in the process of investigation, and the people can be in the jail 1 year, 2, 3, 5 years. 5 years can be, or it's happened now. Like 11 years, person was in the jail in investigation. Превентивное заключение. Вот на превентивном заключении. It was 11 years, and after they decide, okay, he don't guilty, go home. But 11 years.
Yeah, for 11 years. He been gone for 11 years.
11 years. 11 years without any guilty, without any proof. And after 11 years, they tell him, okay, you can go home. You are not guilty. But I'm not thinking that it exists somewhere else, only in Argentina, because I still cannot believe that it can to be truth in civilization country, in the modern world, that you put some person to the jail before in the process of investigation without any guilty. Even in Russia, it's not possible. Russia, it's crazy country. It's very wild country now.
So why wasn't he extradited to Russia? They can't extradite him to Russia. They can't extradite him to Russia.
Yes, I was also thinking maybe they want to extradite him to Russia, but they was not doing this. They was just put him to the jail. And when I start to research all this situation, how it's happened, only now after 9 months, I investigate by myself with some scientists here who is already research all the situation of Argentinian law and these crazy moments, and they explain me they always do like this. It's like a common rule for Argentina, because I was thinking, why no one is not surprised, why it's okay that to do like this, because I also know that now it in the jail in Argentina, it's a lot of people, sometimes in 200-300% more how it's possible to be inside, people sleeping one by one, how say,
one over another.
Yes, and they don't have a space
By
in the
turns.
jail, because in some information, it's like 30-40% of как это заключенные?
Of the prisons.
Of the prisons in the jail in Argentina, this is like they came there without guilty, как это превентивное заключение.
In the preventive detention.
Preventive detention. So it's like 30%, 40% of people is preventive detention. And it's like a half of all the people in jail in Argentina without any guilty. And it's okay. For me, it's crazy, and I don't know where to find support for that, because inside of this country I couldn't find any support, just from few people who is helping us, try to help, say yes, we understand it's like this, but they cannot to change the situation. That's why when I was have a chance to talk to you, because I was thinking maybe United States can influence Argentina, because we are put into international
Human rights.
Нет, International Commission, Inter-American Commission of Human Rights. We already put there some жалобы.
Complaint.
Some complaint, we put it there, and we are waiting for some help, maybe from United States, because I don't know how to show the truth, справедливость, to show the justice.
So he was in jail. They released him, and then he went back to jail.
Release him in Russia, and in the same moment we are moving from Russia, we are going to Montenegro first, and we are stay there, because also try to find the calm and try to find the place when we can be not without all this stress what is going in Russia now. But anyway, when in Montenegro, when they saw his name in the titles, also when they saw his name, they go to internet and they find all propaganda from Putin that he is a bad sectant and all of these propaganda things, because the Putin tried to destroy the reputation of each person who is going against of him.
What are people saying in Russia about Constantine's case? Like the people that support him in Russia or the people that hate him in Russia. I'm looking up. I don't see any new articles that's come out about him. So I'm curious what is being said about him. Where he from?
Yes, in Russia, they create the bad image of Constantine many years. It's like 20 years PR company, of dark PR company for Constantine. They started in 2008. They start to say bad, because when if going from beginning, when he started to talk against of government and Putin, he started when just took Putin come to start to be a president. He say, okay, this man will start great war and he will destroy all the international relationship for Russia. From beginning, he say that. He's very, как это, проницательный. Very проницательный мужчина, человек.
Smart.
Yes, and he always can see what can happen. So, and when it started like this, they start to press him, and they ask him, please stop to say that. You cannot to say that. So to make a lecture, to tell to people something against of Putin or government, but he don't care. He just continued his position and explained, because he wants people to see, to understand this, and to maybe to change the situation. And they tried to arrest Constantine in 2008. They attacked to the house where he was, and the police came to this house, and they was looking for something criminal also, but they cannot find.
It's the part I'm not understanding. It's the part I'm not understanding in terms of not what you saying, but the part I understand in terms of like behind the scenes. I know that Argentina and Russia are not allies, and that since they've had the president Javier or whatever his name is in Argentina, that they have not been cooperating with Russia. I also know that America don't like Russia, except Donald Trump got his weird relationship with Putin. But in general, they don't like each other supposedly. So I don't get why Argentina arrested him based off Russian propaganda using an American facility. And it's like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it all. Like, hold on. I thought, because I thought it would make sense is what you said. Like, yeah, Putin and Argentina, they homies, they friends. So it made sense. They did a favor for Putin and they put Constantine up. Okay, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to wrap my head around what is the big picture in this, or wrap my head around what is the uniqueness that they want with Constantine. And just like, I don't get what they want with him.
I also thinking about it, and what I research and investigate here in Argentina, I see it's like a system. Also in Argentina, they are going to this step always. So they open the case. They put this, for example, trata de persona, because it's very how say human traffic. It sounds very big, something global, right? So they take some even pastor. For example, I researched a situation. It was old pastor. It was 80 years old lady. He was a pastor. Pastor, yes, pastor. It's okay, pastor. Mm-hmm. So and they was arrest her and to say, okay, it's trata de persona, but it's human traffic, but it was just people, как это, прихожане, who just came to the church, and they say, no, it's trata de persona. They put this to the jail, and to say that the pastor, he is even going to the jail to give a lecture for prisons who have a drug зависимость, drug problem or something,
drug addict,
a drug addict, and he tried to show him the way, and they also say, oh, it's kind of propaganda, and this pastor tried to wash them head. Prisons with drug problem, the pastor washed them head, washed them brain with his lecture, and they put him to the jail also. And so it's like in Argentina, it's kind of system what they make this article of human traffic, and they don't care what reason to use. So it's Constantine or some pastor or some old lady or some yoga school or something. They just to use this reason to open the case and to show, okay, look, we investigate these big huge cases, give us more money and we will do this again and again. So they don't care actually, how I understand now here. So who is it? They don't care. They just want to investigate this and to show, and they stole everything, you know.
I'm looking at the details. I guess according to Moscow Times, which I know is Russia, clear. But I see what they're trying to say is that Constantine was found in possession of 130 pills or tablets, cell phones, $15,000 cash, and that in Argentina they saying what spurred the investigation was that there was a 22-year-old that came to the hospital and said that she was giving birth and she was malnourished. And I guess that's the reason why they're trying to say Constantine was in there. Can you give us any details around the specifics of what they found him with? You know what I mean? What they found him with, and exactly what the woman is alleging that he did to her, or that he's responsible for. Because it sounds like that is the justification or the reason that Argentina is going after him specifically. It's saying that this woman showed up to the hospital, and that she said Constantine's name, and there was a sweep of 15 people, and you know what I mean? And I know you talked about propaganda, and I do see this by Moscow Times. So asking you, so for me, for my clarity, and for my understanding, and for my audiences, for you to speak to the exact charges that he's been charged with specifically in Argentina, and kind of what you think the motive is behind it, or what evidence they've had, I guess, they're presenting in this article.
First, they say, they say about drugs and some pills of cocaine, but it was from some ladies what they arrested. It was not even Constantine or me. It was some ladies what was also arrested in airport, but they put it to the Constantine case. And after that, they make expertise, and they see, the prosecutors see, it's not the cocaine, it's sleeping pills, just sleeping pills what person take with them to the plane, to sleeping well. But anyway, they don't take it out, this article from case. It's still in the case, and they put these these cocaine pills to Constantine, but it's not true. But anyway, it's still in the case. Also, and about this,
between 22 years, I see that according to this article, they're trying to say that there was a 22-year-old Russian woman that said she was 22, or the passport said she was 22, but she looked no older than 15. And I don't understand how what is the connection between this 22-year-old woman and Constantine according to them?
I also was not understanding this until the one lawyer, what it was the third lawyer, what we hire here, to go very deep to the case and explain me how it was everything. He'd find all these steps inside of the case. So it was a lady. It was a Russian lady. So she was 22 years old. She came to Argentina to take birth
to give birth
to birth this baby here. So and when she came to hospital, and yes, really the nurse was thinking that she's very young, like 16 years old. Actually, in her declaration of this nurse, she said that, and she was thinking that she is to make her belt to rent, like surrogatная мать,
like surrogate mother.
Mother or something like this. This is the nurse was thinking about it, and after that, this nurse had some doubts about this girl. She was with translation with her friend there, and she have a doubts about her, and she started to ask her, okay, who is the father of your baby? But she don't have a father because she came from Russia, from
escaping from domestic violence.
Ex boyfriend, ex husband, who is pressed her a lot. So
Domestic
she came to Argentina from this domestic violence. So she's just tried to escape from her husband, and she never want to put his name to the baby. She never want that her baby know about this man who was a father. How I understand after from her interview and from her declaration what she did. And after that she say, I don't have a father for my baby, just me, mom. And this nurse would have a doubts about her and think that she's very young and she's too young to be a mother, and so she's 60 years old or something. And this nurse start to press her and to say, you cannot to go out from the hospital without name of the father in your birth certificate. You cannot to go out from the country without name of the father.
Your frustration, actually. I think I see your frustration. I get your frustration now. And I think for the people watching this, what she getting at right now is her husband has not received trial or received a court date for what he's been accused of. And I think that's how I'm reading it, is that, I mean, Tamara, so is that what you're saying, right? Is that though your husband has had all these accusations against him, he hasn't had his day in court to defend himself against the allegations. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. This is like this. When they arrest us and other people, the big surprise for me was that they even never asked me or Konstantin or someone else, not any questions. They was not care the situation and our opinion about all of this. They don't ask until few months. The lawyer was push prosecutors to listen what we're thinking about it. Few months later, the lawyers was pushed, no, you need to listen them. They they ask audience when they can listen what we are thinking about me, Konstantin, and others accused people. So they not even doesn't want to listen.
So let me just straight. They charging your husband with being the leader of a cult, but you, his wife, is being seen as not a part of the cult.
I don't know. It's look crazy like this. Yes.
Make sure I'm understanding this correctly. They saying that your husband is the leader of the cult, and you're not seen as a member.
Yes, and I'm not a member, and I maybe even doesn't know nothing about this cult or something. They don't ask me, and they don't ask him. They don't ask any declaration from us. They was not caring. And you know what I want? The most surprise for me, Lee, when the victim, как это предполагаемое,
The supposed victim.
the supposed victim of this case, what always says, I'm not victim and I don't understand what's going on here. And when she came to Russia, she's come back to Russia, and from Russia she say with her lawyer, I want to make a declaration. This как это предполагаемое? Supposed victim says she was in Russia. She says with her lawyer, I want to make my declaration. Please give me chance to explain everything, because you even also doesn't want to listen to me, the victim. And the judge say, okay, you can make your declaration, but in this audience, prosecutors is not come. They just not came. They not came to her declaration audience, the declaration of victim. Judge is not came in this audience. Only lawyers, her lawyer, our lawyers, the lawyers what is protect children's and some public defender was in this audience, but without judge and without prosecutors. They create audience where the supposed victim explain all the situation from her side, explain that she is not a victim and she don't know the Constantine, and don't understand how all of this has happened and why they create a huge case without any reason. But prosecutors not came to this, and after that they say, we will not accept her declaration to the case, because I don't know why.
We will continue thinking
It's like we are not accept her declaration. How it's possible? But maybe someone can explain me. But they say in Argentinian law it's okay. Prosecutor cannot accept her declaration when she explained everything, and she's still a victim.
Man. Yeah, that is. Hey, I was not expecting you to tell me that. I was not expecting you to tell me that the person they're alleging is the victim has told her lawyers and that and told your team that she wants to make a declaration and actually explain what happened, because what they saying happened is not actually what happened.
Yes.
Crazy. Closing up our conversation, what are some of the things that you want my audience to know? And then what are some of the things you feel like the United States government can do to help the release of your husband?
I really don't know what can I do to help Constantine now. I just want he has a chance to receive help from doctors. Just what I want. If they want to investigate something, okay, they can do whatever they want. But I want to take him out from the jail. And I know really the United States and people from United States can influence a lot to Argentina. And I want the people to understand that it's not only maybe just for Constantine, because now I know a lot of stories here in Argentina. It's happened with a lot of people. For example, they also put in a jail in this preventive detention one man who has a problem with his heart. And after they don't give him any medicine support, and after when without any guilty also, and they take when he's going out, he has a surgery to open heart because they don't give him any medicine. So I see that it's happening in Argentina all the time, and it's like a common here. And what I really want, that all of this is stopped for my husband, for Konstantin Rudnev, and all of this should stop for each person, because it's not possible to be in modern world like this, that person without guilty, without any proof, without nothing, can be in the jail and to die there, and no one don't do nothing.
the story of Constantine and what's happening in Argentina with American tax dollars and how our funds are being spent abroad for global imperialist agendas, and we've been, ignored here domestically. That is a tale of patriotism and American imperialism. And though you might not care about Russia or even give a damn about Argentina, think about how the trade-off of funds happens, specifically when it comes to taking care of Americans here at home and how we're able to fuck up things abroad for other people. Think about that. Second thing is this: even if you believe Constantine is crazy or you believe that, he is a cult leader, you got to also recognize that if he is guilty of things they've charged him with, let him see his day in court. Let him defend himself and charge his ass if he's guilty. The issue in this is that he has not been charged. He's not been convicted. He's not given his day in court. Therefore, he's just sitting in limbo, waiting on something to happen, and it's all just hearsay. I think this is the issue right here, too, that we have not only domestically, but also abroad, is that sometimes when we talk about criminality, it's he say, she say. It's he say, she say, and it is held in contempt with court based off of public opinion, and whoever has the most persuasive skills when it comes to public opinion, that's who opinion gets to hold court. That's who opinion gets to hold supreme. And in this instance, we're seeing what's happening, man. Education is elevation. Research over me search. Make sure you follow me on Substack, man. Shout out to everybody a part of the Substack community. Newsletters come out every week. Research over me search. That's what it's called.